This conference will now be recorded.
So far, we have discussed about Git and GitHub. Normally, developers will create the source code by using their programming language like Java, Python, .NET, whatever. Okay, like this. Assume in a company there are some developers like this. They are developers. They will write the code. They will write the code in their local machines. After that, where they will maintain the code already, right? They will maintain the code in a GitHub-like source code management tools. This is a GitHub-like SCM tool, which is like a source code management tool. All developers, this developer will create files in the local machine. Once if it is completed, the person can push the code into the GitHub. This person also same thing will do. This person, of course, if you have 20 developers also, they will create code in the local machines. After completion, they will try to push your code into GitHub. Already you know this one, right? Right now, the entire code which is written by developers is available in the GitHub. GitHub is a SCM tool, which is a remote repository. Now the source code is available in the GitHub. Of course, I have a source code with me. I have developed a project. Is there any use for us? Of course, I will create or I will prepare one product, whatever. Of course, I will manufacture one fan, I can say. I will keep it with me only. If you keep it with me, is there any advantage? No, right? I have to sell it. Of course, if you manufacture any product, okay, we have to sell them. Then only you can get profits, right? Similarly, here also, once you create a project, there is no use actually. There is no use. When can you get a business? If you deploy the product, if you deploy the software product or project, whatever, if you release it to market, then you can get profits, right? I have created a project. There is no use actually. Once you create a project, there is no use at all. Once you release the product into the market, then only you can get profits, right? You can get business. That is called deployment actually. Now, whatever the code I have developed as of now, I want to deploy or I want to release it to market. Of course, right now I have a source code like Java files, some JSP code, some XML like that. So directly that source code cannot be deployable. What are the source code available like Java code? Directly Java files cannot be deployed. Then what to do? My requirement I want to deploy. My aim is I want to deploy the application which I have developed so that I can have some business. What I am saying, source code cannot be directly deployable. Then what to do? I have to create a package. Now the requirement is for the source code available in the GitHub like SCM tools, I have to create a package. Now the next concept is how to create a package. I have a source code like Java code. I have 20 Java files. Assume I have to create a package of those 20 files. How to create? How to create a package? For that purpose only you have to use a tool called build tool. So the next concept is build tools actually. It is a build tool. I have the build tools. Of course, in order to create a package for the Java code in the market, I am having something like Ant, Maven, and Gradle tools. As of now, in our course, we'll discuss about Maven as a build tool. Now, what is Maven? Maven is a Java-based build tool. Maven is a Java-based build tool. Why it is being used to create a package? That's it. It's very simple. Maven is a Java-based build tool used to create package. That's it. Now, what I will do means I will take the source code from the GitHub by using Maven. I can create a package. That is the purpose of Maven now. So we start with the one more tool called Maven. It is very simple actually. Maven is a very simple tool. Okay. Now, what is Maven? Maven. It is, of course, it is open source. Already told, all the DevOps tools are open source. We can freely download. We can freely use them. Nobody is going to restrict you to use it. There is, of course, I don't want any license. I don't want to pay anything in order to download and work on any DevOps tools. Okay, that's why this Maven is also one of the open source. Maven is a open source. Maven is a open source. Java based open source. Java based. It is Java based only. Java based build tool. What is it? Build tool. It is a build tool. Why it is being used? Use it to create a package. Use it to create a package. Now let's suppose this. What kind of package will you create? Which kind of packages? So here package can be in .var files. I can see like a package can be in package can be .var file, or it can be like a .ear, or it can be like a .jar. Package can be in the .var file or .ear file or .jar, whatever. If you have a source code, on that source code, definitely by using this Maven like build tools, I can create a package like .var file or .jar file or .er file, whatever. Of course, later you will see. Once you have a package, later I can deploy by using some other tool. That will discuss later. As of now, our requirement is already I have a source code in the GitHub. For that source code, I want to create a package. Why to create a package means directly source code is not deployable. So I want to make source code a deployable one. How to make means I have to create a package for that one. To create a package, I have to use build tool. Maven is build tool. Java based open source it is. Okay, that's why I said like this. Maven is a open source Java based build tool used to create packages. What kind of package means? Package can be either .var file or .er file or .jar file. Of course, first we'll say about what is jar, all those things. Okay, where they can be used also we'll see. Where they can be used. Of course, if you want to develop any standalone application in a standalone applications, in a standalone applications, we can use jar files. We can use jar files. Here jar means like Java archives. Java stands for Java archives. This is the full of jar. Jar means Java archives. Of course, if you have any web application, sometimes we may want to develop one web application. In web applications, we require WAR files. If you want to develop any web application, we require a WAR file. What is WAR? WAR means like web archives. It is like web archives. Okay. Of course, if you want to develop any some enterprise applications, we will see all those things. Enterprise applications. In enterprise applications, we require EAR files. EAR. So EAR stands for like enterprise archives. Okay. That's it. If you want to develop any standard applications, we require a jar file. If you want to develop any web applications, we require WAR files. If you want to develop any error applications, we require ER files. By using Maven, I can generate these kinds of packages, right? That's it. Okay. Then who is the vendor of this Maven? Who is going to give Maven for us? That means who developed this Maven tool? I can select Apache. Apache. Apache is one of the company name. Apache is one of the company name, I can say. Of course, already you know, right? Something, of course, if you want to have any product, definitely somebody have a developer, right? Manufacturer or whatever. So definitely who is the vendor of this Maven means Apache. That's why it's called Apache Tomcat. Sometimes it's called Apache Tomcat. I can say like vendor of Maven is Apache. That's why sometimes it's called Apache Maven. I can say like Apache Maven. Like Apache Tomcat, you know, Apache Tomcat. Sometimes it's called Apache Maven also. Maven is the tool name. Maven is the tool name. Who developed this one means Apache copy. That's why it is called Apache Maven. Okay. Of course, if you want to work on Maven, we require two things actually. We require two things. First one is a source code. We require source code. We require source code. Along with source code, we require one file also. That is called actually build script. Source code and build script required. Along with source, we require one more extra file called build script. You don't worry. Source code, who will write? Developers only. This will also written by developers. It is not our work to write any Java files or Java code. It is not our duty. It is not our responsibility to write any Java code. Java developers will be there in an organization. They will take care of it. Source code written by developers. Who will write build script also means build script also written by developers only. Then what is this file name? Build script file name is like pom.xml. The name is pom.xml. Pom.xml. Of course, it is not our responsibility. Developers will take care writing of Java code along with the pom.xml. Of course, what is pom.xml? The pom.xml is like full form is like project object model. Project object model. POM, permanent XML. Permanent XML. Of course, don't get into compile. Compile is different. PM. Already you know compile, right? If you want to connect to the EC2 machine AWS cloud, we require compile. That is different. This is permanent XML. Okay. We require these two things. If you want to work on maven, we require these two things. Of course, assume I have all of them. I have source code and I have a build script also. Then how to work. I have to install this maven software. I have to install maven software. Once if maven software is installed, of course, already you know, right? It is Java based. Java is the prerequisite software to be installed if you want to work on maven tool. Okay. So as of now, of course, before maven, we have discussed about Git and GitHub. In that, we have not used any AWS mission, right? Because I don't want any AWS mission. I will create source code in my local machine, in my local laptop. Once it is ready, I will push it to the GitHub like a remote repository. I am telling GitHub is like a website only, I can say. I can store there. Then what is the message of any server? Any server means any EC2 instance or any mission not required, right? But in this maven, I require one Linux mission. Why? Because in that Linux mission only, I want to install maven and I want to create package for the source code. That's why let me launch one AWS mission. Let me launch one AWS EC2 mission. Already you have account AWS, right? Let me try to log into my AWS account. This is the AWS console. Let me sign into my console. Already I have stored my password, so I am able to log in directly. Okay. I want to take one mission in the AWS cloud. How to take mission? You can see in the search button, you can see search for a service. Futures blocks. Okay. Here, try to use EC2. EC2 is one of the service provided by the AWS cloud to take one server. That is called actually one of virtual machine, I can say. That is called virtual machine only. Okay. Go to this one, EC2. Right now, I don't have it. You can see on our EC2 dashboard, you can see instance running 0. Instance means like one machine only, one server or one computer, whatever you can call. This is a virtual machine only. Now in this, I want to take one machine. How to take a machine? Already you know. Anyhow, one more time I will tell you. You can see launch instance. Click on launch instance. So this is called AMI, Amazon Machine Image. This is like OS only, just like OS. So as of now, I want to take Red Hat missions. Already you know, right? In Linux, I have so many flavors like Red Hat Linux, Ubuntu Linux, SUSE Linux, Fedora, Debian. So we can have so many flavors like that. So as of now, I want to take this Red Hat mission, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, RHL. This is called RHL. RHL means Red Hat Enterprise Linux, RHL. Okay. Select this one. Straight away select this one. Don't change any options. Select. In the next step, it is asking micro. Already I told this is the free mission. You can make use of it for free. No need to pay any amount for the AWS people. You can see free rangeable. Okay. That's why already selected. Already by default it is selected already. You don't select anything. If you select this one or this one, you have to pay some amount for the AWS people. Okay. As of now, it is enough for us. Micro mission. It is selected, right? Now go to next. Now it's asking how many number of missions. I require only one mission. This is the mission count active. One mission I require. Okay. Click on next data storage. They are giving 10 GB EBS volume. It is like hard disk only. They will give 10 GB hard disk. Of course, this is not hard disk. They'll call it as a EBS volume. Okay, I am okay with this one. So next. If required, I can add tag name also. As of I don't want. Otherwise, you can give, no problem. Let me give tag name also. If you require. Otherwise, leave it. No problem. Okay. Configure next to. I don't want to change anything here. Review and launch. Click on review and launch. Is the review. Review means I have selected Red Hat Enterprise Linux, so kind of OS, AMI. I am selecting mission, free mission only, micro mission. That's it. Now launch. Click on launch. Already you know, right? It will ask you compile. Of course, don't create multiple compiles. What are the compile already it is there? Try to use it. Okay? No need to create. You can see the create option. Create new key pair. Don't use this. At the very first time only you have to use this one. From next time onwards, you have the existing key pair. Of course, if you lose that one, definitely directly create new pair one more time. In your computer, in your laptop, if you miss that one, then only try to create new pair. Otherwise, try to use the existing one only. Okay, already I am maintaining so the existing key pair. Already I have my this one Bhaskar in my laptop, so I am using this one only. Okay, click on acknowledge, launch instance. Now it is getting initialized. If you go down, I can see view instances. You can see it is getting ready now. It is pending. After some time, it will be ready. Now you can see it is running. It is running, right? Now I want to connect to this mission. So because I want to connect and I want to install maven software in this one. I want to work on maven. So I want to install maven software in this mission. How to connect to the mission? Already you know, right? I'm refreshing. Okay. Now select this mission. Click on connect. Of course, if you don't select this mission, by default this connection button is disabled. You can see I am not able to do this one. Okay. Once you select this mission, then I can see connect button is enabled, right? Click on connect now. You can see on the sales client, I am getting one example command. This is the command actually I have to use. This is the already you know, right? How to connect from our laptop to AWS mission. Okay. I have copied this command. Now what I want to do, I want to open git bash from my machine. Wherever I have compiled, there only. So right now, my PM file, my compile is in my downloads. Let me go to downloads. This is my downloads. You can see this is a compile actually, Bhaskar, this one. You can see compile. Okay. I may have compile here, so I am opening git bash here. Open git bash here. Of course, don't click on this name. If you click on this compile, I can see these options. Okay, don't click on any of these existing one. Somewhere else, right click, you can see git bash here. Okay. Definitely you have to open git bash from a location where you are having compiled. Don't open somewhere else. If you open somewhere else, definitely you are not able to connect. Okay. So now I am using this command. What is the command I have copied there? I am using this command. Okay. Hit enter. It is asking confirmation. Are you sure you want to connect? Yes. Now you can see I am seeing something easy. That means I am connected. Right now, I have connected. This is my server. This is my AWS machine. This is my AWS virtual machine, I can say. In this machine only, I want to install maven software. How to install maven? Of course, if you want to install any third-party tools like Maven, Tomcat, Jenkins, whatever, I want to install everything in the OPT folder only. That I already told you. In a Linux machine, in Linux flavor, in any flavor of the Linux, there will be so many directories like a slash bin, slash sbin, slash pro, slash something like that. There will be slash opt, right? Slash opt slash opt. There only I want to install third party tools. Okay. Of course, right now I am which user, EC2 user. Right now EC2 user. I want to go to root user. Already you know, right? Root user is the admin user. Or supervisor I can say. Root user having all permission. That's why I want to go to root user. How to go to root user? That's why I have covered all the Linux commands before starting on the other tools. Okay. The command is sudo su-. If you sudo su- command, I can go to root user. I can switch it. SC means switch user. Now you can see. Earlier, I was in this. Now I am root user. Now I'm root user. Okay. Okay. Let me clear this. Clear. Right now, I am a root user in the AWS server. In this, I want to install maven. Where I want to install maven is OPT folder, right? How to go to OPT folder? Right now, I am in this location. You know command, right? PWD command. PWD command. Project looking like project. Working like that means you are at slash root. I want to go to slash OPT. How to go to slash OPT? You know command CD. CD slash OPT. Now I am in OPT. If you want confirmation, you can confirmation. You can give. Right now in OPT. In OPT, I want to install maven. Already you know, right? If you want to install maven, first of all, we have to install Java. Why? Because maven is a Java-based build tool. Without Java software, I cannot work on maven's tool. That's why first of all, I have to install maven also. Sorry, Java also. Then I can install maven tool. Then how to install Java? If you want to install anything, already you know command called yum, right? Yum install. Very good, yum install. Okay. Now I want to install Java. Of course, I have document everything. I will share this. No problem. You can see. I have this document. You can see. Maven install external micro machine. Change it to root user. Sudo -. You can see this is the command used to install Java. Java 8 I am installing. This is the standard Java actually. Java 8. Okay. Java 1.8.0 version. Developer edition. This is developer edition. Okay, let me use this command yum install Java 1.8.0. I can open JDK. Developer. We means confirmation. Now I am installing Java. Now Java is already getting installed. Which was I am installing means Java 1.8.0. Now Java is installed. Java is installed now. Of course, normally, if you remember, while you are studying your BTech or whatever your undergraduation, in your college, at your labs, if you want to install a software, they will use some CDs, all those things to install. It will take time also. Now it is very simple. Okay, anything. Now I have installed Java. Now I want to download Maven tool. Of course, for Maven, I want to install Maven right now. Of course, let me go to the Maven website. Like I want to use Maven download. This one, this is the Maven. You can see this one. You can see download Apache Maven. Click on this one. This is the official website. You can see Apache Maven. I told right, Maven is the product of Apache, right? That's why it's called Apache Maven. Okay, I'm in downloads only. You can see. Of course, you can see system requirements. If you want to install the Maven requirements, you can see system requirements, Java development kit. I have installed, right? You can see JDK 1.7 or above. We require 1.7 above. I have installed 1.8, right? No problem. Okay. Memory requirement, more, okay, no problem. This is the best and should. Okay. Of course, this one. I have two files actually. One zip file is there. One tar file is there. Zip and tar. Zip and tar. Already know, right? How to download them? Of course, if you click on this one, you can see it is downloaded into my laptop only. But I don't want it in my laptop. Where I want to install, I want to download this zip file onto my Linux server. Then how to do? How to download any file into Linux machine from this website? What is the command I have to use? Already you know the command. Yes, first of all, we have to right click on this one. Right click, copy link address. Later, I have to double get, not install. Okay, Vijay is saying install. So, first of all, right click on this one, copy link address, copy link address. Now, in this server, use wget command, wget. Wget is the command used to download from the URL. This is what I have copied. This is what I have copied, right click copy, right? This is what I have copied there. That means this website only, https :/ something. This is website, right? In this location, I am having this zip file. That's it. This is a zip file. I want download by wget. Of course, already you know wget by default won't work. Also, I will tell you. I will show you. Let's see. This is the command correct only, but showing wget not found. Now I want to install wget. For that purpose, I have to install. That is different. Okay. If you want to download anything, I want to use wget only. If wget is not there, then I have to install wget. Later I will download. Okay. First of all, I want to install wget. Because wget is not available. That's why. How to install wget? Command is you, right? Yum install wget. Yum install wget. Confirmation I am giving -y. Of course, I have documented everything. I will share this with no problem. You can see. Yum install wget and unzip also required. Why? Because I have downloaded zip file, right? By using wget, I will download this zip file. Already you know, right? I want to extract the zip file. Normally, if you have that zip file in your Windows machine, in your laptop, now let me show you. Already I have downloaded it earlier. This is my laptop. In my laptop, I have downloaded earlier, right? Just now. You can extract, right? By using this one, extract. Similarly, how to extract those that zip file in my laptop, in my server? You can see ls. Okay, I have done. Okay. Sorry. Just I have installed, right? I have not downloaded, right? I try to download. That time I'm getting wget not found error. So just I have installed wget. Now I want download by wget. Okay. Now it is downloaded. Let me confirm. You can see. This was just now downloaded. Let me clear the terminal. I'm clearing this one. I have downloaded zip file. How to extract zip files? By using unzip. By using unzip command, I can download. Unzip follow that name. Of course, don't type that name. Like APACHE. Don't type this name. Don't even copy also. What you are doing is just enter a view tab. You can see automatically. Okay, don't type anything. Okay, now you can see. It is showing unzip also not found. Earlier I got one error called wget not found. That time I have installed wget by using install. Similarly here also I am getting unzip command not found. Then what I will do is same thing. Install unzip, right? Install unzip. Install unzip. Install unzip. Confirm it right now. Yes. Of course, I can install both the time also. You can see I have documented here. Install wget unzip at a time. You can give multiple also you can get it, no problem. Okay. No problem. You can give two or more to set a time also. No problem. Look. Now let me clear on the ls. You can see. This file is it. Now I want unzip. Unzip. This name. Now it is extracted. You can see now. This is what I have downloaded by using wget command. Later I have extracted by using unzip. Now this is what required. Now I have downloaded maven tool. I have downloaded maven tool. Now I want to set up some path. Without path, definitely maven won't work. Let me confirm. Clear, right? Clear. Normally, just now I have downloaded maven. So let me check maven version. So in maven, the command is mvn. Like in git, you have a command called git, right? Git I have used in git. But in maven, the command is mvn, not maven. Command is mvn only, not maven. In maven, the command is mvn only. Okay. Let me check version. Which version of maven I have installed? It is showing maven command not found. Why? The command work not work. Why means I have installed maven, but I have not set up path. How to set path? I have documented clearly. You can see. If you execute these three commands, definitely maven work. Of course, what is this batch profile I tell you? For each and every Linux user, there is a one batch profile. There is a batch profile. For each and every Linux, there is a batch profile. This is called one file. That dot batch profile is a file. For each and every user, there is separate batch profile. In that, I have to mention this. Of course, not like this. You can open this file where it means in the other home. Other home, if you open that file, in that I have to mention this one and this one. These two commands, export commands. What means already you know, under bin only, I have to maintain everything, binary files. Of course, right now where I have installed is this location, right? This one, /opt. Under /opt only, I am having this Apache Maven 3.8.5, right? That's why same thing I have to give. Don't follow blindly as it is. Of course, at the time I was 3.8.4. Now I have downloaded 3.8.5. Okay. Don't blindly follow this one. I have changed, right? 3.8.5. Very easy. In some levels, right? You can see. Under OPT only it is there. Some people what they will do means they will download this somewhere else, not in the OPT. They will use same commands. They will come to me, it is not working. That's not good, right? You have to observe what I am doing. Under OPT only, this is there. Right? Now I can use this command. Okay. Of course, if you install by mistake, assume right now I have the install as OPT, right? Of course, assume by mistake you have downloaded this maven in a /root all. Then what to do? In that case, you have to change here only, right? /root /Apache maven 3.8.5. That's it. It won't no problem. But my suggestion is try to use OPT only because OPT is specially meant for to install in third-party tools. That's it. You can use no problem. Anywhere you can download and you can install. It works no problem. But try to care this one. Try to take care to use this. Okay. Now I am using this one straight away. Of course, don't execute these commands multiple times. So because if I execute this command multiple times, I can have multiple entries in this dot batch profile. Again, it won't work. I have to execute these three commands only once. Now I am mentioning to take from the source file is that one only. Now definitely maven version will work. You can see. Now I am using maven version command. It is working fine, right? It is showing maven 3.8.5 version I have installed. It is working fine, right? It is showing maven 3.8.5 version. This is the command which check maven version. Maven, of course, let me check Java version also. Java -hyphen version. We can see. Okay. Hyphen, right? Hyphen only. You can see. Java 1.8. I have installed. Right now, what I have done, I have launched one Red Hat mission in the AWS cloud. I have connected to that mission. In that mission, I have switched to root user. I went to OPT folder. There I have installed Java software. I have downloaded Maven software and I have set up path also. Now Maven is working fine. That's it. Okay. Now keep it aside. Keep it aside. Machine is ready. Now I want to work on Maven tool. If you want to work on Maven tool, what is required? Okay, I will share this one. You don't worry. I will share this with you. Of course, you straight away use this one, no problem. You can see switch to root user, installing Java, installing wget unzip, going to OPT folder, downloading zip file of Maven by using wget command, extracting zip file by using unzip command. These are the commands used to set up Maven path. That's it. Okay, I will share this with you. You don't worry. Okay. Now I have mission installed with the Maven. If you want to work on Maven, I require these two things, right? If you want to work on Maven, I require these two things: source code and build script. Source code means, of course, as of now, we have written some files like some dummy files, right? Something like 1, 2, 3, 5. Those are not files, right? Normal files I have created. But I require some Java code now. Of course, we are not Java developers, we don't have right also. For that, I will you try to open GitHub. You try to open a GitHub account. In this GitHub only I require a source code, right? But I don't have source code. Of course, I have this one. This is done. We have said these things, right? Is there any use for them? Of course, I have one ABC file. This is the content. Is it Java code? No, right? They are dummy files only. I have dummy files. I have written so many files here. Is there use of them? No. Of course, only for understanding purpose I have written them, but they are not Java files because the Sunday file is there. I am having this. This is Java code? No, right? I have something, but as of now, it is not useful for us. Then what to do? Now, this one, right? This is my GitHub account, right? I will give one link to you. So there you can find some sample Java code. There you can find some sample Java code that I will give you now. Okay. Of course, this is my GitHub. So you try to use this one. Of course, after logging only, you try to type this one. That's no problem. You can see. After try to type this one. Musical Dev apps. You try to type this, no problem. You try to type this one. You try to type this one. Okay. Now they are maintaining some actual sample code that I want to use now. Of course, as of now, that is there in their account. This is their account. I can say this is their account. Now you can get that code to your account. Of course, one more time I'm telling. This is my GitHub account. This is my GitHub account. Under Western Infotech Software Solutions Private Limited, I'm having one repository called First Repository. You can see under Western Infotech, as of now I'm having only one repository called My First Repository. In that I am having dummy code. That not dummy code. That is not at all a Java code. I have some dummy files only. Those files cannot help us in order to work with Maven. So what I am saying is, you try to get some sample Java code from the given source. Where means I will tell you. Go to your home, something like this one. Type this one. Type this one. We'll take the apps. Hit enter. You can go to there. This is one of the organization name actually. Now they are maintaining so many repositories. You can see they are maintaining so many repositories. So many repositories are there. This one is required for us. Maven web application. This is one repository name. Click on this one. Of course, even if you don't find whatever, if you don't see this name, what you are going to miss, you can see. Find is there, search button. Something like Maven. I found web application, right? Because I am getting one result found. Okay. Click on this one. Of course, immediately if you see no problem. If you are not able to see, try to click on this one. That's it. You can see this one. This is the sample project actually. This is the repository name. They are maintaining some source code. This is source code actually. Now it is there in their account. Of course, you can get this entire repository to your account also. Right now, this is repository name. This is repository name only. Am I correct? This is repository name, right? This is the organization name. This is the repository name. Right now, this is in their account. If you want, you can get it into your account also. Into your GitHub account, you can get it. How to get it? I will tell you. Okay. Click on fork. You can see there is a fork, right? Fork. A fork is there. If you click on this fork, it will download into your GitHub account. Not only here. If you find any public repository in others account, you can fork into your account. Forking means downloading into your account. That I will do now. Okay. Click on fork. That's it. Click on fork. You can see right now I am in this organization in this repository. Click on fork so that I can see everything in my account. Okay. Click on fork. It is asking where. Of course, I am having so many things, right? Of course, where is my Western Infotech? Western Infotech. This one. It is already reached my account. That's why it is showing. Can I see any something like Western Infotech here? I am having so many. That's why I'm not seeing. Okay, let me. I'm having so many. That's why. Let me delete some of my. I have so many organizations. That's why I'm deleting. This is how to delete organization. This is one organization actually. Let me delete this one also. How to delete means this is team. This is team name, right? Okay, anyhow, let me delete this one also. There is settings here. I want just settings. Of course, we'll explaining for previous batches. I have created so many organizations. So I'm getting some issues. So that's why I'm deleting some of my previous organization names. If you want to delete something, go to settings. Not this settings. This settings is different. Okay. Sometimes I want some settings. To go to here, there is a danger zone. Danger zone will be delete only. It is asking to type organization name. That's why I'm copy paste. So many things here. That's why it is not showing our restaurant info tag. Of course, for you it is not required because normally in your account you may not have those many number of organizations. Okay, now let me try. Okay, how to go already all right? This is your GitHub account. So type this one. Now I am in this organization. This is the repository I am looking for. Now we'll try to fork. Click on fork. Can I see Western Infotech? uh, of course, so many times I've done this. Okay, yeah, I will use this one. Likewise, you can try, no problem. Normally for you, if you click on fork, it will list the organization name. So click on it, no problem. Okay, I have so many times. That's why it is showing all of them. Okay, you try to fork it, no problem. To work, no problem. Likewise, of course, right now I already downloaded earlier. Let me show you that one. You can say I'm having so many things. These are organization names. These are organization names. These are organizations earlier. Okay. Let me show you this one. You can see. I have downloaded everything earlier. That's why. In this organization name actually. In this I have maintained actually previous. You can this one. Okay. Likewise, you try to fork at the very beginning. Otherwise, you can directly use from there, no problem. But my suggestion is you try to download and you can use it. Okay, anyhow, this is what I want to use now. This is my GitHub account. This is my organization name, CBN Infotech Original Private Project. This is my name only. My project, I can say my organization name only. I have given earlier, CBN. It is my name only. Okay. This is what I have downloaded. That's why I can see this symbol, right? I am seeing this symbol. I am seeing this fork symbol. This is called fork symbol. You have seen. Of course, earlier I have created myself, right? This one, Western. Where is Western Infotech? This one, right? In this one, I am having one repository, this one. I have created myself, right? That's why I'm not seeing that symbol here. If you create, I can see this symbol. If you fold from somewhere else, you can see this symbol. Okay, anyhow, let me use that one only, existing one. This one, right? You can see this one. This is what I have downloaded. You try to download like this. Try to time the project in your account. It is my suggestion. Otherwise, you can directly use from there also, no problem. As of now, directly I want to use from their account only. This one. Okay. Of course, in their account, you are not allowed to edit it. But if you fork your account, later if require, you can edit also. No problem. That's what. As of now, I don't want to edit any content in this repository. That's why I'm using. In future, if you want to edit some of them, definitely in their account, you are not supposed to edit, right? But first of all, fork them into your account. In your account, if required, you can modify. That's it. So right now, I don't want to modify. So straight away, I want to use this one. Okay. Now I want to download the entire project into my server. Right now, where is the code? This is the code. Right now, where is the code? Right now, the code is available in GitHub. Now in this maven server, I want to download the code, entire code. How to download the code? Can anybody help me? How to download the entire code from GitHub repository to my server? Right now, this is the code I require. This is the repository I require. This is the source code. This is only source code. This is the format XML. They have written everything, no problem. I can make use of it. First of all, whatever is there in GitHub, this is the GitHub, right? This is there in GitHub. I want to have that in my server, in my Linux machine. How to get? No. Of course, if you have something in GitHub, if you want to download into my Linux server, what is the command I have to use? Now I will show you what I have explained yesterday. What is this git clone URL? Yesterday I discussed, right, this one. What is git clone follow URL? This is the required command I have to use actually. This is the command I have to use. If you use git clone followed by that URL, it will download into my account, right? Everything. Of course, downloading means if you have something in the one file is there in the internet that I can download by using wget command. Of course, this earlier I have downloaded this maven software from the internet. This one. This is the internet. To download this zip file, I have used wget command. But this time I don't want to download any zip file or something else from the internet. From this GitHub, this is GitHub, this is GitHub. From this GitHub, I want to download everything into my server. In that case, I have to use command called git clone only. Already I have used this one, right? This is the command I have to use. Okay. Now I will use this command straight away. This is my server. Control Z. Let me clear the result. Right now in this location, I am having this one only. This one and this one. Now I want download. How to download? The command is git clone. Command is git to clone forward the URL. URL is GitHub repository URL. Let me take it. How to take this URL? If you click on code, you can get this one. Okay. How to get repository URL means this is the repository URL. Click on code, this one. HTTP something, this one. Okay. Copy this one. Use it here. That's it. Of course, this won't work because this software is not in my mission. If you have Git software, definitely this command works. You can see. It is showing Git command not found. Then I have installed Git software. Then I have download. Okay. First, let me install Git. How to install Git? Simple command, right? M install Git only. M install Git confirmation I tried to use Git clone command. It is saying Git is not there. Now I am install Git. Now let me use Git clone one more time. Don't type one more time. If you click up arrow, I can see previous command. Okay. So okay, I'm using Git clone. Now it is working fine. It's downloaded also 100%. Let me confirm. You can see now. This is what I downloaded just now. This is repository name, right? This is repository name I have given there, right? You can see this one is repository name only. Let me go and see what is there in this one. Let me go inside of this one, or I can right now I'm in this location. How does the content of this one? I want to see what is there inside of this one. How to see? How is the content inside a project, any directory? Cat. By using cat, I can display content of file only. Is it a file? You can see this one, right? This one, this is required. Is it a file directory? Directory. This is directory only. Can I use cat command to see directory? It won't work. You can see. You can see it is showing this directory. If it is a file, I can use cat command to display what is there in it. I can use ls command only. Ls or ll whatever. Ll. This Apache. That's it. I am seeing. Not Apache. This one, right? LL followed by this maven application. This is what there. This is what the content of this directory. Same thing, right? You can see same thing only. Whatever, same thing. These things are right. Of course, if you are getting confusion, try to go there. Try to go to this directory. Go to this one. cd application. I went there. Now let me list. I am seeing right. I am seeing same thing. Now I am in this location. That's why I am in OPT. Path is very important. Wherever you are having, in that location only you can see. Okay, right now in this location, I am displaying everything. Now this is source code. You can see SRC folder. SRC source code. Let me see what is SRC. LL SRC. Some main is there. That's why something is in main also. Let me show you what is there main also. SRC main. Java web app. Let me see what is there in the Java. Some com is there. Let me go and see what is the com. Some empty is there. Let me go and see what is the empty. Service is there. Let me go and see what is the service. Here only I am having example file actually. Let me clear the terminal. Of course, there is enough. Let me open here directly. SRC Java com web services. This is what you can safety, right? SRC main Java. They are maintaining in this fashion. This is the sample Java code they have written. This is sample only. This is not real time. This is sample project. This is sample Java code only. Whatever Java code they have, this is what they have here. In web apps also, they are maintaining some JSP code. You can see home.jsp. You can see. That means in this maven application, they have written some Java code, they have written some JSP code. Okay, yeah, that is there, right? That is there. You can see this one, format XML also. They have written this one also. You don't worry. You can see this one. Of course, we are not supposed to write this one. Developers just, but we have to understand this one, what is there. That will see you one by one. You don't worry. We can understand this one, but we are not supposed to write what is there. Just we have to know. This is an example of a form.xml written by developers only. We are not supposed to touch it. Just we have to understand what is there. If required, I can do some modifications. Modification is something like I want to change this version like that. We will do those things one by one. You don't worry. Very simple only. Okay. Now I have done everything in this one. I require. I have right. I have everything. Source code is there. Found. Of course, these are not required as of now, but it is there. You don't worry. We require these two things, right? If you want to work on maven, what it requires means source code and format XML. Both are there in this repository, so I can work. Okay. Now we will see how to work on it. Before that, we have to cover some theory. In Maven, I can have some concept. Okay, before that, let me try to understand what is there in the format XML. First of all, we will understand what is in format XML. We don't write, but we will see what is there in the format XML. Your XML file only. Let me see this one. This is what they have written format XML. Developers. You can see XML. It is one of the extract markup language actually. This is called tag actually. Project tag. This is called project page tag. This is starting of project tag from here to here ending. You can see this is called closing tag. Project open tag, close tag. You can see something. This is one more tag. Group ID is one more tag. Of course, this you can see model version. This is the opening tag. This is the closing tag. Opening tag, closing tag. Opening tag. These are called tags. TAG tags. In this example, they have written so many tags. You have to remember some of the tags actually. Some tags names. Group ID is one tag name. Group ID, artifact ID, tagging, version, something like properties, something dependencies. Okay, distribution management. You can do distribution management. We have to remember at least some names that you are not supposed to write. You don't worry. Don't worry. We are not responsible to write this one. Just try to understand what is there. I can have group ID, artifact ID, packing, version, organization, properties, distribution management, depends like that. This is very important. Dependencies. Dependencies. In dependencies, there are so many dependencies. This is first dependency. Starting first dependency, closing of first dependency. This is one more dependency. Starting, closing. One more dependency. Starting, closing. Like you can have some multiple dependencies here. Like around 10 is there. Around 10 dependencies are there. They are done. Okay. This is one XML file. Format XML. Keep it aside. Format XML is there, written by developers. Just now we came to know that in the format XML, they have used different tags like group ID, artifact ID, something like version, packing, something like dependencies, properties, distribution management, repositories like that. Okay, keep it aside. Now we will try to understand something about maven repositories. Maven repositories. In maven, we can have three types of repositories. In maven, the next concept is maven repositories. In maven, there are three types of repositories. First one is a maven local repository. Maven local repository. Maven local repository. Second one is like a maven central repository. Maven central repository. Third one is like a remote repository. Remote repository. In maven, we have to know about these three types of repositories. maven local repository, maven central repository. This is remote repository, not maven remote repository. This is remote repository only. This remote repository is not GitHub also. Already you know, right? GitHub is remote repository, but the difference is different. Examples of maven remote repository like Nexus to Nexus. Example Nexus only. We will discuss this tool later. Nexus. Already know this tool, right? Nexus tool. Already you know that Nexus is a tool used in DevOps, right? We will discuss these things. You don't worry. Try to understand what I am saying. We will discuss those things one by one. In maven, there are three types of repositories. Maven local repository, maven central repository, remote repository. Example is like Nexus, JFrog, Nexus, or something like JFrog also is one of the example of a central remote repository. We will see these three things now. What is maven local repository? What is central repository? What is remote? We will see now. First time we will see what is maven local repository. If you install maven software, the default location of this local repository is like this. User home dot m2. This is default one. User home dot m2 repository. This is called maven local repository path. Where it is means user home. This is user home dot m2 repository. It is not required to remember this one also. It is not required to remember this path also. Then from where you can get this one? I have installed maven, right? I have installed maven, right? Now let me show you maven. One more time I will show you maven. Where I have installed maven? Can I see here where I have installed maven? Under OPT, right? Now I am in OPT, this path. Now I want to go one level back. I am in OPT at the maven application. I want to go one level back. What's the command I have to? Can anybody tell me? Right now I am in this path. In this path, I want to go one level back or one level up. What's the command I can use? That means you are not at all practicing.
cd dot dot.
That's the command C dot dot. Very good. The command C dot dot only. Now you can see. Earlier I am in this location. Now I am in OPT only. I left this one level, right? That's it. Now in OPT. Of course, you can use CD OPT also, no problem here. CD OPT also you can use, no problem. But I did like this. Okay. Now I am in this one, right? This is what Apache Maven, right? Let me go there to see the what is this Apache Maven. Let me go there. CD Apache Maven. CD Apache Maven. Now I am in this location. Path is very important. That's why I covered the Linux commands before starting of the course. Okay. Now let me list what is there here. Long list. You can select bin boot conf lib. Normally, if you install Linux, if you install any line, if you install a Linux OS itself, I can see some bin conf slash root slash home slash bin slash proc slash home like that. That is different. This is different. This is the maven directory structure. If you install maven, in maven I can see directories like this: bin boot conf lib only. Bin is binary file related to maven. Bootable files, confidential library files. Now if you go to conf, if you let me go to conf, let me go to conf. How to go to conf? CD conf. Now I'm in conf. Now I'm in this location. Now under OPT, under Apache Maven, under conf I am having. Let me list what is there here. Now you can see. This is very important file actually. In the entry they will ask what is the Maven's configuration file name. The name is setting.xml. This is the Maven's configuration file. Let me write this one. After installing Maven, of course I have not written any installation here. Okay, anyhow, no problem. First install Java, then download Maven and setup path of Maven, path for Maven, right? Those things I have done actually. Now you can see Maven directories, Maven directories, Maven directory structure, Maven directory structure. What I can see in Maven means 4 directories, right? What are those? Like bin, like boot, like conf, and one more is like lib, right? Those things what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing them. Okay. Now, what is the Maven's configuration file? This is a very important question interview. Maven configuration file. Maven configuration file. What it is? CONF is configuration. In some tools, I can use something like etc. etc and conf are similar. type of directories, they can have configuration files only. Maven configuration file. What is the maven configuration file name? The file name is setting.xml. Settings.xml. Always seen this one, right? This one. This is the maven's configuration file name. Setting.xml. Where it is? Where it is means where it is means where it is. I can say like this. That is like where it is means under maven home. Maven home means as of opt slash Apache something. I don't want to write that one. I can write like this maven home. Under maven home. Maven home means like opt maven home only. As of what is maven home in this one? This is what maven home right now. Okay. This is what maven home slash opt Apache maven 3.8.5. Under maven home, under conf only I can see that file. The file name is .xml. That's it. Let me see what is there in this one. This is the file actually. How to see content of file is cat or vi. Let me use cat command. Cat settings.xml. It is displaying content. It is the file content actually. This is a big file. Of course, is it required to write this one? No. How I got this one? If you install Maven software, automatically under conf I can see this file. This is the command I have used to display content. Now I am seeing this one. Of course, if you go down here, you can see local repository. You can see. You are seeing here, right? Local repository. This is local. This is tag. This is called tag. Not tag. Sorry. This is comment actually. In XML, this is how to comment. In XML, this one is the starting of the comment point. This is the ending of the comment point. Everything commented only actually. Comment. In XML, tag means like this. Tag means less than symbol. This is a settings tag. Settings tag. What is this for comment one? Comment. This is also comment. Everything commented from here is commented. This is a tag on tag only. This is comment tag. Of course, this is the entire thing is a plugin groups tag. In this is the content, but it is commented only. Okay. This is the comment starting, but this is the comment ending point. Normally, in C or Java language, if you want to write multiple comments, what to do? You can write like this, right? Slash star followed by something. At the end, I can use something like this, right? Star slash. You know this, right? In Java C language, to comment this one, I can use this one. Starting point and ending point. Here, like in XML language, this is the comment starting, this is the comment ending point. Definitely grammar is only because I will do these things multiple times so that you can remember. So because in every tool, in some of the tools I will use this one. Okay, you don't worry. Why I have opened this file means to confirm this one. That's it. This is the local repository URL. Path user home dot m to repository. If you install Maven in this location, something will be called local repository. If you want, let me show you. If you want, let me show you that one. How to go there? Right now I'm in this location. Right now I am somewhere else. You don't know right now where I am at. Right now I'm in this location. I want to open maven's local repository. What is maven local repository? This one, right? Where it is? User home dot temp repository. Let me go there. Let me go there. I want to go there. How to go there? CD user home dot m2. First of all, let me go to user home. Let me list what is there. Not seeing that one. Okay, let me use ls. Okay, hyphen here, right? I have the hyphen here, right? It is dot temp. Dot temp means dot is like header file, right? That's why I have the hyphen here, right? Why I'm not seeing dot temp here? I have to dot m2. Why I'm not seeing? Of course. Okay, we can see it later. As of it is not there, right? You can see under user home. I am not seeing dot m2. I am seeing dot sh something. Okay, we can see later after some time. I will from command later. I can see. Okay, you don't worry. As of now, I am telling this one only. Types of repository maven. Maven local repository means this one. Central repository means this is the URL. This is the website only I can say. Let me search in Google for maven central repository. Maven central repository. This one. This one. Click on this one. This is the maven central repository actually. This is maintained by maven people only. This is maintained by Apache only. No problem. You don't worry. This is like website only. This. 1 second. Okay. This is the maven central repository. Why to use this one? What I can find this one? Of course, you should remember in the pom.xml, the developers have written so many dependencies, right? You can see dependencies. They have written around 10 dependencies here. That information can be obtained from this repository, remote repository. As of now, I'm saying tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I will change it. Some other thing. As of now, I'm saying from central repository, they can use dependencies. Dependencies, something. The dependency needs some, you can see like JSON, something like JUnit. They have it something like servlet, mock IDO, something like Spring Core, Spring Web. There is something, right? Something like Spring Web, MUC, Spring Context. There is something here. And depends on the artifact ID, there is something. All of them can be here only. This is one website like thing. This is a central repository maintained by the web. Okay, let me search for JUnit. Okay, whatever. JUnit. It is there here. You can JUnit. So many things are there. Let me use this one. What they have used in this one? JUnit. This one they have used. JUnit 3.8.1 they have used, right? So many versions are there here. 3.8.1. Click on this one. Now you can, of course, developers have written this code only. They have not written anything. They have copy paste only. They have done copy paste only. I got the point. You may think that developers have done a very great job. Don't think like that. How they write this code means they have not written this code at all. They have done copy paste only from here. Same thing I can say. This one, right? This one only here. Of course, let me search for this one. how they written, I want to check. Java X Server API. Java X Server API. This one, right? What they have mentioned here. 3.1.0, right? 3.1.0. 3.1.0, this one, right? You can see this code is also available in this location. Developers just copy and paste this one. They have copied this one and used it. This one. That's it. You can take anything. You can, let me check for Mark IT or core. You can see here also which version they mentioned 1.9.5, right? So many versions are there. They have used 1.9.5. 1.9.5, where it is 1.9.5. 1.9.5. This one, right? You can see same code, right? Whatever is there here, they have the same thing only here. That's it. Okay. Now, what you understand means dependencies can be there in this maven central repository. At least you have to understand that point. Maven central repository contains dependencies. This is maintained by maven people only. Who are not responsible for maintaining this one. This is one website, right? Okay. Now it is also over. Now what is remote repository? As of now, I cannot tell you because this is a separate tool actually. This separate tool. We'll discuss this thing later. Okay. These are maven repositories. Maven local repository. The default location is this one. User home dot temp repository. As of now, I have not seen this one, right? I have not seen, right? I tried to see. I could not see. I will see that one later after some time. If you use some comment, I can get it. You don't worry. Okay. Now this one already I have gone through this one, right? Just now I have shown you. This is one URL only. From there, I can download some dependencies actually. What are dependencies the developers have mentioned in the common XML? You can download from there only. That's it. This is also one repository, remote repository actually. Example Nexus and JFR. Those things we'll discuss as a separate tool. Okay. Now, got your point? Now I have to discuss something in Maven called Maven life cycles also. Maven life cycles. Maven life cycle. In Maven, there are 3 life cycles actually. Maven has 3 life cycles. What are those? First life cycle name is clean. Clean is one of the Maven life cycle. One more life cycle name is site. SIT site. One more life cycle name is a default. You have to remember these life cycle names. Clean life cycle, default life cycle, site life cycle. Okay. At the same time, in each and every life, this is a life cycle. In life cycles, I can have some goals. In each and every life cycle, I can have some goals. What is goals? We will see. Don't worry. This is a life cycle. There are some goals. Life cycle has some goals. What is the goal related to clean? In a clean life cycle, I can have one goal only. I can have only one goal. The goal name is also clean only. In a clean life cycle, I have one goal called clean. What is the purpose of clean? I will see later. We will see later. This is the goal name as of now. In site also, there is a goal called site only. Here also, the goal name is site only. One more life cycle name is default, right? In this default life cycle also, there are 6 goals. There are 6 goals. What are those 6 goals? Okay. First one is validate. Second goal is compile. Validate, compile, COMPL, right? Compile. Next one is test. Next one is like package. Next one is like install. Next one is like deploy. These 6 goals are there. Of course, these are very important. In default lifecycle of the maven, we have 6 goals. What are those means? Validate, compile, test, package, install, deploy. You have to remember them in sequence in this order only. Don't change the order. If you enter, if you ask means, you cannot tell like validate, package, deploy, compile, test. You are not supposed to tell like that. You have to tell them in order only. There is a reason for that. I will tell you the reason also. Don't worry. Okay. They are the goals in the default life cycle. Validate, compile, test, package, install, deploy. You try to remember these 6 in the same order. Don't change the order. Okay. Validate, compile, test, package, install, and deploy. And that too, among these three are very important also. Okay, we'll see. We'll see one by one. I cannot explain them, right? Anything. Now we'll see this clean goal. What, of course, in maven, normally in git, what the command means? I can use something commands like git clone, git revert, something like git stash, something like git tag, git branch, like that command, right? Git diff, git bench, like that. Then what is the command in maven means? Already the command is mvn, right? Command is mvn. In maven, the command like this mvn space goal. Example goal like this package. This is like one maven command, maven package. Something like I can use something like mvn clean, mvn site. Likewise, I can use mvn clean, mvn package, something like mvn install. Okay, mvn deploy. These are the manual commands only. Other than these commands, I cannot use any commands. What are the goals I have specified here? I have to pass that goal as argument to the maven command set. Nothing more than that one. Very simple maven is actually. But you have to understand this theory. Commands are very simple. mvn clean, mvn site, mvn valid, mvn compile, mvn test, mvn package, install. Okay. Then what we'll do, we will discuss. mvn clean. What this clean goal represents? Clean. Normally, what is the use of maven to create package, right? By using maven, I can create package. Then what this clean goal will do? If you use this maven clean command, mvn command is mvn only. This clean is the goal, I can say. What this maven clean will do? This clean goal is going to delete the previous package. If you have any previous package, it will delete that one. That's it. Of course, assume already have a maven package. Assume I have a maven package. If you mvn clean, what it will do? It will delete the old or previous package. That's it. Cleaning means that one, right? Deleting the previous one. Of course, site, this is not useful for us. As often is not useful for us. But the purpose is, this is for documentation purpose only they will use. But we don't use as of now. We don't use this one. Site goal. This cannot help us. In DevOps, site goal is not going to help us. It is for documentation purpose only. Keep it aside. Now, Of course, we will see these things one by one. What is validate? What is compile? What is test? What is package? What is install? What is deploy? First, we will say about validate. Validate. The name itself validate. This validate goal is going to check the source code. Already I have source code, right? The source code can be validated or checked by this validate goal. Then what is this compile goal? Of course, if you say compile goal, automatically previous goal will happen. If you use ml compile, if you use command like this, if I am using command mn compile, compl compile. First of all, what it will? First of all, it will validate. That's why I told to remember them in order. If I include any goal in this default life cycle, definitely first it work on the previous goal, then it work on the corresponding goal. Now I am including, if you use compile goal ml like this, ml compile. First of all, it will directly, it won't do compile. First it will validate it, later compile it. That's it. Already you know what is compile. This is going to compile the source code unit test cases. Now I am changing something. Developers will write source code, not only source code. There are, of course, if you want to work on maven, source code and build scripts are required. But developers, the responsibility is not only to create source code and build script. As a developer, they are responsible to write source code. Source code. They are responsible to write some unit test case also. Unit test cases. They will write unit test case also. And they will write to format XML also. Format.xml written by developers. Developers' responsibility is to not only to write source code. They have to write some unit test cases. They have to write build script called format.xml also. Right? Now these test cases are also can be compiled if you use a compile goal. That's what I am telling. Compile goal means not only compile, it will validate also. First of all, it will validate source code. Then it will try to compile source code as well as unit test cases. Okay. Then if you use mn test, what it will do? Mn test. If you use test goal, can it alone? Can it execute only test goal? No, right? Because already I told, right? If you test goal means first of all it will validate, it will compile and test. This test goal, what it will do means it will validate, it will compile and test. Now what is testing here? Test is going to run the unit test cases. Earlier I have compiled the test case. Now it will execute the test cases. That's it. Now these are very important. Now if I say mn package, not only package goal execute, it will first execute validate goal, then compile goal, then test goal, now package goal. Now through this what will happen? Of course, you know these things. Now because of this package, what will happen? Because of using this package goal, what will happen? What will happen means it will create a package. If you use package goal, it will create a package. Package like jar, where or here, whatever. It will create a package. Then where it can store the package. It has created a package. Then where it can store. That is also very important here. Okay. Now I am saying this package goal. Specific to package goal. ML package, what it will do is it will generate package. It will generate package. PSCKAG. Undo. Stores in a and stores in a maven local repository. Sorry. And stores in a target folder. And stores in a target folder. Target folder means we will see those things. Target folder by default could not be there. It will create target folder and it that only to store the package. If you use maven package, what it will do is it will generate package and stored in a target folder. What this folder is? That folder by default could not be there. It will create and it is not only to store the package. That's it. Those things you will see. One by one. Now, what this install goal will do? Already you know, right? What is the meaning of if you use install goal? What will happen? Not only install, execute, validate, compile, test, package. Now it will execute install goal. Only because of this one, what will happen? That is what I am trying to tell. Install goal is already package created, right? Now it will store the package in here. It will store the package in here. Maven local repository. If you use package goal, the package is created and stored in target folder. Now if you use install goal, what will happen? Specific this goal means it will store that package in a maven local repository. Maven local repository, this one, right? Then what this deploy goal will do? If you use maven deploy command, what it will do means, of course, it will validate, it will compile, it will test, it will create a package and stores in a target folder. At the same time, it will maintain the same package in the local repository also. Now it will store the package in a remote repository. Remote repository. Got the point? Now that's it. It's very simple maven. I have to use these many commands. Only these commands. Based on the goal which you are specifying along with the maven command, that particular action will happen. Okay. Now I want to do these commands. Of course, where I have to do these commands? In a server. Now I am somewhere else where I am at in this location I am having. Now I am trying to execute the maven command mvn clean. It won't work. Definitely I get error. You can see build failure. Why I am getting error? You can see the error also. You can see error. The goal you specified requires a project to execute, but there is no form in the directory. What errors they are showing? They are saying there is no format XML in this location. That means in this directory means in this location. Now right now where I am at? I am in slash root. They are saying clearly they are showing. In this slash root, there is no format XML. That is what they are saying. Then what to do? Always you have to execute maven commands from that location where you are having a format XML. Where you are having this file, there only you have to execute maven commands. Where is this file? Under OPT, and this maven application I am having, right? In this location I am having this file, right? You can see this file. Let me clear the terminal. Now I am in this location. I am having this file here, right? Now I am having this format XML, right? In this location I am having this file. Now definitely I can execute this command mvn clean command. It will work. It will take some time. Why? Because right, I will tell you. Right now, what is happening in the background, I will tell you. You can see, if you see any line, I am seeing, okay, successful, okay, see. Download of central. Download central, everything is central only. Central is central repository. What are the dependencies I have mentioned in the format XML? It is trying to download those dependencies from central repository. That's what it is doing here. Here and there, no problem. I am seeing everything like this one. Now you can see build is success, right? Build success means, so what happened in the back? What happened actually? Are going to clean? What is the purpose of clean goal? If you have any previous package, delete. I don't have any previous package, then there is no use, right? Now let me list what is there here. Let me clear the terminal. This is what you forget about these two things. These things. I require only these two files. These two are enough to work on Maven, right? If you want to work on Maven, you require two files only. One is not files, two things. One is the source code, one more is the form.xml file. Without having these two things, I cannot work on Maven. These two things are enough to work on Maven actually. Those things, no. We don't write both of them. We are not write both of them. Developers will write, and they have maintained the GitHub. I have downloaded by using git clone command. Now I am using the mn command. Okay. Now let me use the mn clean package command. Now I am using package command. You know this one, right? What it will do? Package command. What it will do? It will generate the package and stores in a target folder. Target folder. This is name is fixed. Target. Can I see that folder name here? No, right? I am seeing only one folder called src. If you execute this command, it will create a target folder also. Itself can create target folder. Within target folder, I can see that the package. I can see package. What is package? Package can be either in the .var file or .jar .var. Of course, which file I can get? Jar file, where or here? That I want to know. I can see the information also in the format XML only. In the format XML under packing, you can see. Under packing, developers have mentioned where. That means it will generate var file. That's it. Let me confirm that one. Straight away, let me use this command mn package. Before you use command, the target folder is not there here. I told, right? I have shown you also. We have seen that one. Target folder is not there. After this command, in the same location, along with src folder, I can see one more folder called target folder. If you go and check what is this one, I can see one var file. That is called package only. It will take some time because it is trying to get all dependencies which are mentioned in the format XML from central repository. Of course, I have to cover something about this repository also. We'll cover tomorrow because okay, I will use some brief idea actually. So right now, if you execute any maven command, first of all, it will search for dependencies in local repository only. If it is there, it will get from there. If it is not there, then it will go to central repository. As of now, it is going to central repository. Of course, if you remember, earlier I have searched for this .m2, that is not there, right? Now definitely I can see that one. That also I will show you. Earlier I have tried to show, right? I went to user home. I tried to list. That time I cannot see .m2. Now definitely I can see .m2. Now you can see this is success. Let me clear and list what is there here. I got this one, right? Earlier this was not there. Just now I got this one, right? I have shown that earlier it was not there. Now I am seeing this one. Well, how I got this is because of package goal. That's what I told, right? This MN package it will generate the package and stores in the target folder. This folder is also not there earlier. It has created this folder, and within this folder only it will maintain package. Package, which package? Where file, here file, jar file means that I can get information from the format XML. Developers, whatever they have mentioned in the tagging tag of the format XML, that particular kind of package will generate. Let me confirm. Let me see what is there in this one. How to see what is there in that one? LL target. This one, right? This is what we can see verified. This is the package. What is maven? Maven is a package generator. I generate package. Now maven purpose is over actually. I got this verified. This is the package. Okay. Now it is there, right? Now let me use mn clean command. Before that, let me show you what is there here. I am having target for right. Earlier this was not, of course, at the very beginning, definitely this could not be there. After using mn package command only, I got this one. Within this, I am seeing var file also right now. Now let me mn clean go, mn clean. You know this purpose, right? What it will do? Mn clean, what it will do? I told, right? Mn clean will delete the previous existing package, right? This will delete this folder itself, I am saying. Within this folder, I am having package. If you use this mn clean command now, it will delete this one. If you delete it automatically, the package is deleted, right? That's it. Now you can see. Mn clean. It is success. Now let me list what is there here. Because now I'm not seeing. Earlier I'm not seeing. Earlier this was there. Now this is not there. SRC is there, but target is not there. How? Where it is the target now is through this clean code deleted. I got no file. Now let me see whether that .mp is there or not. Where can you see? Let me go to user home. I am in user home now. Let me list here. ls-a. Let me ll-a. I am seeing, right? Earlier this was not there, right? Now I am seeing. Let me go inside the .m2. cd .m2. Now I am in this location. User home dot this is user home .m2. User home means this is root user home only. No problem. Let me list what is there here. I am seeing repository. Already you know, right? This one already you know. User home .m repository. Okay. Let me go to repository. What I can see. Go to repository. Let me see what is there. So many things are there here. Let me go to COM. Where I'm going, I will tell you later. Let me go to COM. CD, COM. I will see let me list what is there. Something like Google, something is there. Okay, right now I am not seeing package here. Why I'm not seeing package here? Can you tell me? Of course, I have to see something else here. I am not seeing what is the reason. Now package is not in local repository. If you use this code, then all right. If you install Gold, then only it will store the package in local repository, right? Package deleted. Okay. Now let me show you. Now I want to generate one more time package. How to generate package? Can I include mn package command here? Will it work? Will this command work? Answer is no. What is the reason? Reason is I am at somewhere else. Where I am at somewhere else.
You should
In
be
this
in
location.
form.x.
Yes, in this location format XML is not there, right? Definitely, if you want to execute any maven command, some goal in that location, definitely I should have a format XML. Then otherwise it won't work. Let me confirm. I click ML package. Same as the goal is specified project execute. There is no format XML in this location. Now I'm in this location. You can see /root.m to repository come. I'm in this location, right? You can see same location. In this location, I'm having this location. In that location, it is showing format XML there. Where the format XML? Where is format XML? You know, right? Under OPT, under maven app application, format XML. Okay. Now, let me use the command mn package. Before using this command, you check here. There is no target folder. Okay. If you use this command called package, sorry, goal called package. Goal. Mn is the command. Package is the goal. Now you can see. Now, can anybody tell me? Can I see the target folder means yes only? I am seeing target folder. Earlier it was taking some time. Now it is not taking much time. Of course, before this one, I am seeing something like download central. Now why it is not doing that one? Of course, earlier, if I do this command, I am seeing something like download central. Now I have not seen that why. The reason is earlier just it had downloaded, it is maintaining that in the local repository. That is what I told you previously. If for any dependency, first of all, it will check in local repository. If it is there, it will get from there. If it is not there, it will go and get from central repository. It will get from central repository. First of all, it will maintain in the local repository. From there, it will take. Okay. Of course, we'll discuss one more time also about this one. You don't worry. Now let me go there. I want to go to the user home.m2, user home.m2 repository com. Now I'm looking at this. Here also I'm not seeing any package. Google on this thing. Now, what is the reason? Now package is there. As I told you, if you use this install goal, then only I can see that in the local repository. Okay. Of course, I want to stop here tomorrow. We call that one. Okay.